Right, okay. Hey, this is the announcer, and this is Captain Sham.
Bastards Log number 38. It's December 2017. We have come back to the States, and the announcer has begun to act more normal. Right now, I'm just kicking back, playing a good old American game of Ape Escape 2. With this, I continue my adventures here in our new hometown of Americatown, USA. Pedro, Niles, and I have moved in together, and I'll be recording a Christmas blog soon for the 2017 holiday season. Captain Shame himself went into witness protection and changed his name, which is why you won't actually see him in this episode, which will be the series finale of Captain Shame. We plan to do other endeavors in the future. With this game, I've gotten quite good at it, and from what I understand, this game is completely American, even though it appears to be Japanese-made, and is the European version. But we're going to ignore that for plot convenience. With Pedro moving in, I only let him do it because he saved my life. On top of that, the announcer has disappeared. He has gone into hiding. I haven't seen him in a long time. I may see him again someday. That is uncertain. But the announcer's case of laryngitis, which made me think that he might have been an imposter, did go away, so it turns out the announcer wasn't sus. And that game hasn't been released yet at the point in 2017, but we're going to ignore that for plot convenience as well. So I've enjoyed our many adventures here on Captain Shame. I definitely will miss seeing the announcer. Hopefully he will appear again. Maybe if we start another series, something along the lines of Sergeant Friends, who knows? Maybe that will be a thing in the future. I don't know what 2017 holds, but my Christmas blog for 2017 will indeed be quite eventful, and will launch something much more impactful. When Pedro moved in with me, I made him take the bus here. I didn't allow him to ride up with me. And ever since I allowed him to take the bus, he seemed completely different. His voice has changed. And, his personality seems completely different. Not that that really matters to me, because he's Pedro. It's not like I need a fucking foreigner to be consistent. So although I've observed these changes, I don't particularly care. As for Niles, he is also a foreigner. But he seems okay, I guess. I don't know. I've been having some problems with him. You see, I've been having to get a lot of tech support done on my computer because Niles keeps getting viruses put on it. Luckily, my good American friend Neil is an expert at tech support, so I've been calling him quite a bit. Things have been going well in that regard, but in all honesty, if things keep up with Niles, Pedro and I have both been thinking about kicking him out. Because he's been nothing but a nuisance, and kicking out nuisances is the American way. There's not really a whole lot more together. This mainly exists to tie up any loose ends at the end of our series here with Captain Shame. As for the Cannon Fiend, it turned out that he actually used to work in a different studio for a YouTuber by the name of Fugitive Red-Eye. I believe he hosts our content on his channel as well. Well, it turns out that this Cannon Fiend was abused so horribly that it deformed him. Originally, his name was Ned, and he was a cameraman who was held captive and against his will. And while that was going on, he sustained so many injuries that it permanently altered his voice and made him sound retarded. So that's why he sounds so stupid now. Also, he was injured even further in the fire, so now he's all disfigured, because when the announcer burned the studio down, the fire only affected him and the studio head. The studio head and the crew that was there all died, but Ned, also known as the Cannon Fiend, survived. This game itself is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I like playing as this little spiky-haired boy, not quite sure what his name is. It couldn't be something as simple as Spike, could it? That'd be ridiculous. But, yes, Fugitive Red-Eye will allow us to continue working with him for collaborations in the future. And, it's debatable exactly how canon that is in the universe, because sometimes Sergeant Friends is self-aware as a reality show, and sometimes it's not. It just depends. The episode logic is still being worked out, and I'm still trying to honestly come up with that, because I honestly don't know exactly how that factors in, so now I'm playing myself here, because fourth wall breaks. God damn it, Red Eye, I told you to stop breaking the fourth wall. My apologies, bastard. Won't do it, it won't happen again. Very good. Look at these little slime fuckers. Pound that slime. Got him. But yes, things have been taking a turn for the better. Pedro and I are living together with Niles. Like I said, Pedro and I have both kind of agreed that if Niles keeps up his bullshit, he will be kicked out. So we'll see how long that lasts. And if that is an excellent foreshadowing, I don't know what is. That said, Captain Shame itself has been a fun ride, but in all honesty, this series is something that leaves something to be desired. So, I think that it's important that we gave it a proper send-off. And, that's why this is happening. I know Fugitive Red Eye was going to record a Captain Shame commentary, and, that should already be out by the time this goes out. And breaking the fourth wall just a little bit, he released that at just a few days ago, right? And, it's 2021, really now, but right now, in storyline, it's 2017, so... For those of you who think this might have been a lost episode, no. Fugitive Red Eye just decided to finally finish the series proper. Because he wanted to tie up all the loose ends between this and Sergeant Friends. And since this series is a much more loose with, like, continuity and stuff, it's okay to break the fourth wall every once in a while, although granted we break the fourth wall on Sergeant Friends too. Yeah, we look forward to our adventures, and be sure to check out Sergeant Friends to continue our story after Captain Shame. And for the last time, this is your old pal, Sergeant Bastard, signing off. See you next time in Sergeant Friends. Rated R, starring Rob Schneider.
I had to suck 5 dicks to get into this show. Let's see you top that.